Live already.
Welcome
Jeez,
to
that
the
was
Scale
fast.
Builders Guild. Ah, darn it. Darn it.
Welcome to Harley Designs.
Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild, episode 140 of the live stream Takeover. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from.
3 years.
Almost. Holy cow. That's
Right?
scary. I can't believe that. We're getting up there. March, I think. March 16th-ish.
It's going to creep up.
It's going to creep up real soon. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from. And what Black Friday deal are you waiting for?
Matt and I are doing the Black Friday list game again this year.
Yeah,
we're going to
I'm going to win.
Battle it out.
I mean, there's nobody who wins or loses. Actually, everybody wins. Everybody wins this. Everyone wins.
Yes.
You all win.
Yes.
Because I'm not finding deals, but I am finding things that I would just buy.
I'm finding things that I maybe already have that I would highly suggest.
Another good choice. Another good way to look at it.
Make your life as carefree and whimsical as my own.
So it's going to be a lot of three-wheelers and home-built trikes on Josh's list.
See what you need here.
On my list, it's going to be level 2 chargers for your Jeep. That's it.
Oh, did I bring him in? Oh, I have to we have to do mail call still. And
yeah,
I feel
like
I wonder if I have to eat crow today or not.
I love it when you do that. I love it.
I know. I know you do.
Jay Walker, thank you very much. So sorry if I ruined the Brazil GP. Tuned in really late and missed the no spoilers request. It was thoughtless and stupid. Felt terrible about it. Apologies again. Jay, don't even worry about it. The way you structured it, it made it seem like you were just hoping that Russell had won. So you made for a very cranky face.
Like
I was pretty upset in the moment, but when you realized that you had spoiled it, but didn't know that I didn't know that you were just saying something, the follow-up comment where you're like, well, I mean, it would be cool if he won. I mean, I know he qualified first, but anything can happen. So you are forgiven.
But that's your only
and thank
pass
you.
Ever.
That's your only pass. Let's make this a rule. If you're watching this show, Josh and I are Formula fanatiques, and if we're doing a live broadcast or any sort of broadcast that's happening during a race, we haven't watched the race yet.
Or even on that weekend.
Don't even talk about it.
There's almost nothing that makes me avoid social media except a Formula One weekend when I haven't watched qualifying or anything like yet. I will not open my phone until I go watch. Otherwise, I'm going to get I'm going to open.
There will be a spoiler. It's inevitable. It's bound to happen. So, Jay, I appreciate your apology, but I honestly, past the stream, I didn't think about it again. So, don't feel like you need to feel bad. The moment I saw that face, I died a little inside, he says. There's only been a few times in the history of this stream where you've seen that face. That moment where I thought the race was spoiled.
Where you were cutting the Bronco in half. And everyone's like, why don't you use a Dremel?
Right. Dremel the third time. Or second time. And the third time was Mystery Box. That was it. Those are the only times. Those are the only times you've seen me upset.
I think we should talk about the Mystery Box thing a little bit more today.
Oh?
Just because.
So I imagine then, because of what you've done with the Wheels of Fortune. Great idea. Great name. Great logo. Great execution. Even better, right? Because
it has worked out fantastically.
You get what you pay for on that one.
You do. But the only thing is that we can only make like a small number at a time.
Right, because it's human hours that are involved in that.
There's not that.
Unlike the RC four-wheel drive mystery box, where there were no hours spent.
They're all the same. But yeah. I mean, so we can only do a handful of them at a time, and they go up, and then they sell out, and it's just like, I'm sorry, but I'm like,
yeah,
we all have like jobs we have to do while we're there, and then
here we go, bitch.
Okay, what? Speaking of,
Stop
today,
it.
this
Don't
is for
worry about
everybody
it.
else.
It's fine.
This is for everybody else. Today, Matt and I were talking about some business things as we need to over text every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, so we're going to do this and this.
He goes, do you want me to send the email? And I said, yes, because I'm working today at the office.
I'm like, yeah, me too, dick. Like, and it wasn't even that. It just said, I said, do you want me to send the email? And he goes, it just said, yes, comma, working, period. That was it.
Oh, I was working.
Yeah,
what do you want?
Yeah, you did. I'm working. Like,
Your job, I've seen what you do at work. It's a lot of clickety clackety and like moving around the mouse and a lot of duh as like people make fun of you. And then a machine breaks and you go, I don't know what to do. And then you call a guy and then he comes over and then you talk about mini trikes for like half an hour. The end. That's your day. Oh, and you roll in at 10:30 with a big hot coffee.
Usually before 9
p.m.
Gunnar Nissen, thank you, sir. Hello, all. Tonight's code #spoil the formula.
I guess we'll have to get somebody to type that up over here. Cable Tie, thank you very much. Hey, Matt and Josh, cheers for the amazing work and content you guys do. Once again, hiding at work to tune in. He's probably in the toilet. Is that what they call it in Australia? Or is it like the
loo?
The washing room.
The dinghy or dunny.
Right,
I think they called it dunny.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
I knew it was something like that. There's Dana. I was like, man, is Dana gone today? We haven't been on the screen
Dana.
since.
All right.
Since Dana made his big move, right?
That's right. He is a Mister now.
He's a soon to be Mister.
Yeah. I think once you say, here, take this, and she says, okay, then you're instantly a Mister.
He did it early in the morning. Like that's a non-traditional move.
Got up at 5. Went, wake up. Do you wanna be my old lady?
I'm just saying I know that Nicole and I, there is no less glamorous time of our lives than right in the morning when we're both just like, our hair is just like,
Is now a good time to ask you important life questions?
Hey, you can say things to me in the morning and I'm just like, huh? What?
Dana said, get her while she's still half asleep and not in the right mindset. Smart thinking, Dana. Barry G, thank you very much. That's okay, Matt. It makes my wife mad also. What did I say that would make my wife mad? Working?
I don't know.
I gotta go back and look. Dunny. It is the Dunny.
Aha, success.
Thank you, Cable Tie.
I watch enough How Ridiculous to know.
Congratulations, Dana. Very nice. So mystery boxes. We kind of got a little off topic. Why'd you want to talk about that again?
Oh,
because somebody from RC Four-Wheel Drive was like, "Nice, don't copy our ideas." Did they call you up? Hey, is this Josh at Vanquish? Yeah, you called Vanquish. I answer the phone. Well, we don't like what you're doing with the mystery box.
I don't answer the phone. It has nothing to do with any. Ours is not a mystery box. It's a.
It's a fortune.
Like a cookie.
You spent a fortune on wheels. Zig.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I just noticed that they had a. Have you seen their video ad advertisement for Black Friday?
As a film editor and I would say aspiring filmmaker, I work in advertising.
How offended were you by watching that?
Violently offended. Not good. Not good.
That is an interesting advertisement for Black Friday.
Indeed.
I have not seen this, Jem. Art, you should peruse.
Yeah, you should go check out YouTube or social media. Long John Austin, thank you very much. What's the best way to paint a hard body that has already been painted? Love all the content from you two. You mean love all the content from you, me, not him. Best way to do it, I'd say, is hit it with some sandpaper. It depends on how thick the paint is. Like, I'm not a big fan of chemical strippers or any of that stuff. I like the physical stripper. That's fine. They're okay. Especially if you dated them in college. And usually if the paint's not crazy thick, I just hit it with a nice sandpaper on a foam back so you can get in all the nooks and crannies. Give it a good... I'd start at like 400 and then maybe work up to 1,000 if you want it to be a nice job. And then give it a good wash in nice hot soapy water to remove any residue. Maybe hit it with a tack cloth and then prime it with Tamiya primer. Go from there. Josh is already asleep. Josh is like
was about
just buy a new body and then send it to Moose Jaw. The end.
Just paint over top of it. Like,
yeah, you could wet sand it too. Some other suggestions coming in there, but with the same grits that I just mentioned. Josh, I remember when you wet sanded something once and you did it all wrong, which is hilarious.
No, that is not true at all.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was hilarious.
It was carbon fiber, and it was not wrong in the slightest.
Nah, you were doing it wrong.
And I've wet sanded paint jobs many a time. That is why
we've seen your valuable contribution to the world of painting. These
were on motorcycles and vehicles. And that's partially why I hate painting today.
DK said that's how we feel when Josh talks about his dumb robots. You know what's cool about this? Doesn't look anything like a vehicle.
So I got a few people who went and watched it and have made their way back now. Give it a little bit more time. But if you run across that sponsored post consistently, like I keep doing, the comments under it.
Josh, didn't Josh wet sand the RCPC as well? I believe he did. That's right. Yeah,
I did. Did I?
He wet sanded the motherboard. Josh would just use goof off. That's true. He would. And ruin another body. Why is it all melty?
At this time, I still can't remember which one I'm supposed to use. All I know is if I start using it and it smells violent, it is violent. I was like, whew.
Yeah, ooh, this is really stinking it up.
I was in here and I poured it on a rag and I was like, man, that's more like lighter fluid than right to
that's
white.
Because it is. Ate right through the Lexan.
It was a hard body, so it just went right. I was just trying to take off the sticker residue from the blue paint, and it just went right through that to white. I was like, oh shoot.
Brandon, funny that you mentioned that. Josh seems like a Flex Seal kind of guy. I don't think he and Flex Seal have a really good relationship anymore.
We have a violent relationship. Although that's not totally
violent
true.
Reaction.
It's not. We had a 1994 Matsura ES450 at the shop, which is a 2-pallet horizontal.
God, we're all falling asleep already.
And it had a coolant tank, and somehow the suspended metal in the coolant over the 30 plus years had pitted the bottom of the tank to the point where it had made micro holes through it. And that was fine until we you know what we should do while this machine is down? Let's do a good job cleaning the tank. And sucked up all the little particles that was sealing it.
Oh.
So we filled it back up, and it was like a rainforest on the bottom. So we had to pull it out. We lifted it up, and I tack welded some of them. But then I was just like, you know what would be a better way to do this? Flex seal. I flex sealed the whole bottom of it, and it held until we sold it.
Amazing. Anything wrong with the tank? Nope.
Nope.
Perfectly
Holds
good.
just fine.
Lots of questions here. Josh, is Vanquish interested in making accessories for the new TRX4M? Possibly.
Anything's a possibility. Any car possible. Ever can be a possible place.
Great answer. Jens Cole was saying, and I want to read this one here. Anyone else a little disappointed by the TRX4M, but pleasantly surprised with the Mini Capra? And then there were a bunch of like follow-ups in there. I'm not disappointed with either, actually. I think there's a lot of potential in both of them. I actually, tomorrow, if you tune in for What's on the Bench, I put a bunch of upgrades on the Bronco TRX4M. I also got, and it's right here. Well, actually, I leave that for mail call. But, I got something for that I'm going to be doing something with shortly. But, I actually like the UTB18 as well. I think they're both vastly different trucks or platforms. And I think anybody that's comparing one or the other and saying, which one should I buy? It really comes down to, like, do you want a kind of a trail truck experience, or do you want a rock crawling experience? Because they're not going to do the same terrain. I think we can agree on that regardless of how I use my words, right, Josh? You're not going to run a UTV-18.
They're not going to do the same obstacles. They may do the same terrain just through different lines or whatnot. I think that's the great thing about a lot of them. But
they're vastly different, and the price is vastly different too. So it's not like you could say, well, what's the best way to spend $150? Well, you can buy 2/3 of an UTB-18, or you can just buy a TRX4M. That's sort of how that has to go.
Yeah,
that's how I would do that. And then there's another couple comments about possible problems with the TRX4M, which I'm going to address right now. There are none. If you are having problems with binding of the axle, it's not happening on the Defender whatsoever. And I've only seen it on like 1 or 2 Broncos. And my guess, this is the best guess that I can make. I have seen that some rubbing does occur on the steering link because the tires on the Bronco are wider. But beyond that, if it's steering so much that it's binding, I don't think the endpoints were set correctly at the factory. And that's not something that I think can be fixed necessarily with any changes to the radio, but I also don't think that it's a widespread problem. So don't let that influence your buying decision. That's all I'm going to say about that, ever.
Mine doesn't have any of the binding. I can
crank
it full lock and it's fine. So I don't know. Mine has no issues. I can full speed, full lock either direction, and it doesn't have any issue. But now for me, it is, again, it's hard to compare them, things like that. I do like the size of the UTB-18.
Same.
I like that it's a little bit larger because it's a little bit closer to 10 scale, which is obviously where I like most of them. But I think that the TRX4M is one of the best built options of its size.
Yep.
I think
if you're looking for a mini crawler that's fairly capable out of the box, that has a host of really great upgrades, like you can spend, what is it, like $5 on the gear set to do.
I think it's 7.
Okay, sorry.
You're like 30% off.
Well, $5 or $7. You can spend $7 on the gear set, replace the gears in your existing transmission alone rather than just buying the full drop-in option. Excuse me. And you've got a really nice, capable little truck.
So, yeah. And it's, Matt and I do have some stuff planned on, well, in the air at the moment.
Yeah, it's up in the air right now.
So we shall see there.
We've got a couple of things planned. RC 4-wheel drive advertising campaign brought to you by Fiverr. Very good, Small Factory. That is clutch. That RC 4-wheel drive Black Friday teaser video is cringe. Agreed.
Yeah.
That RC 4-wheel drive ad was edited with 40 grit.
They did the old like Vaseline on the lens trick.
That Black Friday ad was painful. Just watched the commercial, then I subscribed so I could have the pleasure to unsubscribe. Thanks for watching, Christopher. Thanks for the comment.
The
gosh.
comments on that particular ad are where the true brutal starts.
Yeah. Toe Shifter, there's not a lot of RC 4-wheel drive hate here. It's just that some of the things they do are just so questionably weird. And that was one of them. I think the amount of time and effort they put into it. I mean, hey, let's be honest. We're talking about it. So it's obviously working. Regardless of the content or the quality, we've said it like 8 times. So
there's a lot of things that I cover from RC 4-wheel drive that are just it's like a good product. They're, especially tires. They do so many.
Yeah, they do a lot of great
There's so
tires.
many things that they don't do in the way that I like, but I'm a different type of customer, and I'm aware.
And they were way ahead of the curve on a lot of stuff. Like if you go back to like the Grande 2 Cruiser, like that was a hard body that was amazing. The 40, like the FJ40, basically.
Right.
That came out 6 years ago, maybe more, and like there were not a lot of hard bodies, certainly of that quality. Anyway, I digest.
So, if it's funny, gotta talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
You know,
sometimes they've done things that are questionable, and that's our job as YouTube guys.
And
we're gonna talk about stuff.
They don't have to send me a mystery box. I'll buy them myself.
Yeah. Did we see the new TWS CJ7? Yes, we did. We've seen that. They've been teasing that one for a while.
They did. And then
it's presumably same chassis as the TWS CTS V,
which means unless you just really, really, really like that car, don't buy it. And I'll say it because I bet Matt can. We did see the possibly release of the new FMS.
What?
The YJ, the 1/10 scale YJ. With all of the details, though, it looks very, very not 10th scale.
Yeah, you're probably 100% correct about that.
And I won't make Matt sit there in silence much longer. If you haven't seen it, it's being posted everywhere.
Yes.
Although on like their official posts are like details coming the 24th or something like that, which
date is incorrect.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
I think.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So.
Yeah, I guess it's a like I know how to do a tease release or a teaser post. You don't usually reveal what you're trying to tease.
You don't like if it's going to be a Jeep, the silhouette we usually do it. You don't pull up the corner and reveal the one distinguishing quality about a specific type of Jeep that is different than all the other types like it. Like, oh, this square headlight won't give this away. Like
real Jeeps have square headlights, Josh.
Couldn't disagree more strongly about
that's the joke. Oh, speaking of that's the joke, get your fingers ready because I think this time I'm gonna do pre-release sales on sticker sheets.
Hey, look at you.
Because we have a new sheet. Me and Rebecca made a whole new double sheet set that's got your traditional 9th scale bumper stickers, shields, and then a big sticker, and then a whole whack of the same stickers plus a few bonus ones in and around 24th scale.
Yeah, look at that.
They're larger than 24 scale, I'm telling you right now. They're larger than 24 scale. They're closer to 18th because None of these things are 24 scale.
Yeah, true story.
True story. So we're thinking this time around, because we know how many we have, and we know roughly when they're going to show up here, that we would do a pre-release sale so we could essentially get them out the moment we get them. Because we'll have all the address stickers already printed, they'll all be ready to go, and we can just ship them out same day that we get them.
Cool. I'm going to put that on my Black Friday list.
Damn it. Why didn't I think of that? So I'll post more information.
Good thinking. We should do mail call before we get into our Black Friday list. I don't have much. I have been in the anti-buying mode.
Speaking of, this episode has been hashtag brought to you by Vanquish Products and their line of products from Vanquish.
Products.
Vanquish products.
Yeah, it's this month. They are the sponsors of the live stream takeover. Tag us, myself, Matt, and Vanquish Products on Instagram in a post. If you don't have Instagram, I'm sorry. It's the easiest way for us to bring it all into one and get some sort of exposure for everybody to make it worth it. Because there has to be some sort of payback for this to make sense for everybody.
Absolutely.
Because just us talking about it is worth...
Not enough. That's worth less. 5 cents.
Yeah. So make a post, tag Scale Builders Guild, Vanquish Products, Harley Designs Inc. And we'll pick 1 or 2 or more posts at the end of the month. And those
what
people...
are they going to get? Wheels?
They'll get a prize.
Prize. All right.
Probably Wheels of Fortune, because that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Let me choose it. Can I do a Scale Builders Guild special Wheels of Fortune for somebody?
If you want to write down like 5, here's what I'll do. If you'll do this,
I'll probably do it. I'll do anything, Josh.
I'm gonna make it better for you and them.
Okay.
You got to do 10 boxes worth. Okay.
Fair.
Just give me the color combos, whatever, whatever it is.
Yep.
I'll put them together because, which we haven't announced yet, but like for the week, I'm not going to announce it. In one of Matt's boxes, there will be something special.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
You won't know when anyone's getting it though. So.
Okay. All right. Is there a bull sticker? Because I'd pay for that bullshit. Perry G, you're fired. Get out of here. You're not allowed. Chuck Lanham, any tips for painting in cold weather? Try not to do it. That's my best advice. My second best advice, take a heat gun outside with you. Oh,
that sounds like a Josh move.
That is probably. Yeah, I fully Joshed a paint job today, in fact.
Oh, yeah. I remember I was trying to get the body, my Class 1 4Runner painted, and it was very cold outside, and I didn't have enough time.
Your very cold and my very cold are 2 different things.
That's true. Mine was California cold, but I was outside painting, and then I would bring it inside, and I put it in a cardboard box that I had a space heater right in front of. So inside of the box was like 100 and...
That's really bad.
15 degrees.
No, what I do is I use the heat gun. Like I have the body in one hand, heat gun, just keep it warm, then spray it real quick with a light coat, heat gun again.
Whoa. You see, it's the light coat that I just cannot understand.
Yeah. I imagine that Josh's light coat is basically just him wearing a light jacket.
Because then I'll stay out there shorter.
Yeah.
I'm cold.
But what I also expect is that you just like one light coat means you just lightly pressing down on the trigger, but for the entire duration until the can is empty. One light coat. Rattle. All right, let's do mail call.
Mike Earls, thank you for the GG in the Hungry Hippo. If you have a question, drop it in there.
I think he just told you good game. The end.
Wild Mike's. Oh, I remember that avatar from before and his crew. So thank you again. Yes, mail call.
We'll answer this real quick. Matthew's RC Crawler of Connecticut. Matthew, is it logistics and time or cost regarding limited sticker run? For me, it's keeping it limited. That's the only reason.
Yeah, it's for the appeal.
Yeah, that they're all new stickers. I got to think of them all and try to be funny. Josh just fills the body with paint and then kind of swirls it around. Yeah, heat gun hairdryer is definitely the way to do it. And you can get some pretty convincing results. It's not the best idea because paint just does not like cold weather at all.
So, my bad. Someone here, Daniel, had a question. Will the Builder's Bundle only be available directly? Would like to support my local hobby shop, but I don't think they go direct to Vanquish. If they don't go direct, they're going to have to get it through distributor, and I don't think they'll be able to do that. There are some dealers can buy direct and then add a discount and then put that on. But if they're trying to get it third hand, probably not. So you'll have to go either through us or A-Main. But yeah, so, and again, they are limited. So once they're gone, there wasn't that many. We didn't think it was going to be that. So anyway,
we didn't think a very good idea would be very popular.
It's a whole thing.
Just paint inside, be a man.
Exactly. Enjoy your night.
Stay indoors.
You don't like to party? Like, we've all painted about. I paint inside.
I painted indoors.
I mean, more than once. So, not with an airbrush either.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If for that rust body there, RC Journey, I would use like 800 grit and just very lightly get the edges. Maybe 600, but that's even probably too much. The end.
Both my local hobby shops say Vanquish is hard to get. Just wondering why. If they're in the U.S., I have no idea because we're like any other business, and they can order, and then we will ship.
Perry G, thank you very much. I just hold a lighter in front of the spray can to keep the paint warm.
2 birds, 1 fire.
Love it. That's great.
Okay.
Are you going first?
On to this, yeah, I'm going to go with the one where I may have to eat crow a little bit first.
Oh, yes.
I can't remember 100% why I've made fun of you partially for something like this, but
hit me.
I think it might have been more about the time. Either way, I got some markers here, and these are for the fabricator specifically, but you had something that was similar, and and these are the deep reach.
Oh, really? Oh,
so,
something like the long-nosed marker, huh?
Yeah, but
very interesting.
Yeah, but I think you had talked about like having it for like 10 years or something silly like that.
Yeah,
and I think that's why I made fun of you for them. But
no, I bought 2. That's what I think you were making fun of me for. Because I was like, I like these. These are nice.
But yeah, it was something like. Either way, I bought this little pack mainly because I saw it on an Instagram ad. And I was like, ooh, those look good. And if you're fabricating, oftentimes transfer holes through things are tough. And
no kidding. Huh.
These were available.
Wow. Golly.
Sometimes ideas just sound better when they don't come from you.
Think of the world you could live in, Josh, if you just took my advice.
You know what? I feel like helpful advice is a much more one-way street over here. I feel like most of it flows from me to you.
Uh-huh.
But
well, that was a little nugget that I very much appreciate. You're welcome.
Thank you. So.
All right, I'll go next.
I ordered them and then went, yeah, I think that
sounds like something Matt did sometime. Best plan is to buy Vanquish in Canada without getting screwed on duty. I honestly cannot think of one. Not a lot of people carry it up in Canada.
If I'm not mistaken, for Canadian buyers, I believe. Can you order through RC Mart and not get hammered?
Oh, maybe. No, there's still duty.
Or is there? I thought they got. I thought they like kind of got around it.
Maybe not. You can check into that. First for me, I got a unpainted Bronco body because I'm going to be doing my own little custom jobby on that one. It's for the TX4M. Funny story though. It's white, as you would expect, but I'm pretty sure it's either the white Bronco that you can buy already is the same body, just the roof isn't painted. Do you have the white one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one sec. Let me just get it out of here.
I don't know if there'd be any way for me to tell.
Well, I also have the white one. Oh. And I looked at them and I was like, hey, it's just really glossy. So yeah, they're the same.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's not painted. It's just super glossy white. So
that would make sense why they would send that one to me.
I guess so. Eliminator RC has Vanquish stuff. They're out in Winnipeg, I think, right? Isn't that right?
Yes.
Manitoba?
They're this... Wait, what's right above like North Dakota?
Sure. Calgary?
I think that's...
Alberta? Alberta? No.
Sure.
Sure. Manitoba. Saskatchewan.
Just name them all.
Manitoba.
Nova Scotia.
No, that's definitely not.
Quebec.
Anywhoosies. Yeah, so that's the first thing I got. It includes all the bits and pieces you need to complete a body. So you get the fenders. That's where all the clips come into play. Tinted windows, lightly tinted windows, and all the decals and everything. So I'm going to be doing that up. Winnipeg, I was right. Yes.
There you go. Next, I got some Send Cut Send parts.
Cool. Are these replacements for the speed car? Oh, no, I know what those are. I know what those are.
These are servo mounts.
Mm-hmm.
They if you watched my comp video from last weekend, I was running a servo on axle mount. And that's what this is basically. But it's because we drew it up to weld one together, got it done, sent it off, had it laser cut. And then Jim was like, "What'd you guys do?" And we're like, "Oh,
I can just machine that."
He's like, "I can just go program one and we'll cut it on the 5-axis." Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
He's just like,
you stupid idiots.
So I mean, yeah, on the 5-axis it was nice. So
yeah,
I don't super need these now. Although
giveaway.
Other than the fact that we only made 6, so that's
mine's in the mail. I take it.
No, you don't get one, unless all of a sudden you are pro servo on axle.
For comp, I am.
Gotcha.
Class 2 comp, I would be. I'll find those points somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
How would you paint that body? I would prime it with Tamiya primer, and then you could use automotive paint. You could use airbrush paint. You could use Tamiya TS. They'll all work just fine. Used to hang with a gal from Manitoba. Yeah, I think her name was Marie. Concierge Marie.
I was like, what is that? Oh, I get it now.
All right, now I got... Is it your turn or mine? Oh, it's your turn. No, you just did Send Cut Send.
You just answered another question. Yeah, that's
awesome. I got a box from Crawler Cult RC, and if you watched my stories or the reels yesterday, which you probably didn't because I think I got shadow banned for this post. I only got like 200 views in 8 hours, which seems really off for me. He sent me a bunch of swag, including, I think he put together a little gift bag as a giveaway bag for someone here. So thank you, Mark, for sending all this stuff my way. There's some there's some comical accessories in here. There's a Mobile One pumpkin spice bottle, which I thought was pretty cute. Hopefully you guys can see that.
Yes.
There's like a Pennzoil. There's a Die Easy battery. There's a bunch of cute little things in there.
You think you got You think you got banned for the word cult?
Yeah, either cult or hashtag I'm a very badass. I put that in there. Maybe that was it. He's got like all kinds of. There's Leak brand windshield washer fluid.
Scale shit. It says at the top.
Does it? Oh, so it does. There's blinker fluid, which is very handy. We all need blinker fluid. He does a bumper sticker sheet, which is pretty funny. My other ride is your mom is on there. So lots of Massachusetts things. Oh, the car climbed Mount Washington. I made that one a long time ago. All right. Jesus saves his money for drugs. Pretty funny. This T-shirt I very much like. I like the sort of the style of this. What's it say there? Don't trust anyone in the RC world, which I thought was really comical, because it's like a sort of like a motorcycle I'm a very badass kind of T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's got that sort of tattoo culture style look that I really like. So that was pretty cool. But probably the best thing in the box was my favorite new hat that I'm going to share with you now.
Bash Pro Shop. That's hard to say.
Bash Pro Shops.
Pro Shops. Yeah. And it's got the right style of truck that's kind of like the Bash. He did a good job. It's on the foam hat, like terrible trucker hat style. It's
as trucker as you get. I very much like that.
Word.
It's awesome. So awesome. I'll pick a commenter at random, not from the live comments, but from the comments after the video has aired. Right. Throw a comment in there, and I'll reach out to you. I'm not going to say the word giveaway, but I'll toss this to them in the mail free of charge. Don't contact me on Telegram. That's a scam.
Oh, God. I got hit with that again last week.
So annoying.
It's freaking ridiculous.
Don't do it. Put it on, they said. You want me to try? Okay.
The next thing, I got two things that are filming / microphone related, which isn't going to be super excited to do with a lot of you. I got this piece from Tellison, which is like a charging case for my Rode video mic Go 2s, which just because Rode's solution sucks. So I got that. Give that a shot. And I'll just combine the other ones. It's about equally. I'm trying out those Hollyland ones that you had.
The Lark M1.
Yeah, this is the C1, though, and it was supposed to be the M1. So this is the one for the iPhone.
For the iPhone?
They're just sending the correct one. So
okay, good.
This one plugs into the bottom of your iPhone, and then you have two microphone transmitters that you would wear. But I don't plan to film on my iPhone like that. So
no, you need the other one.
Yeah. So the other one is on the way.
Okie dokie.
But
we'll
see.
That's a nice one.
I like their setup a lot better than I like the Rode, since I had to buy like a separate charging case, and it's still super bulky.
Yeah, the M1 is fantastic, man. It works flawlessly, and even on that windy UTB video.
I was super impressed by it after your UTB video, so I was like, okay, let's try that.
It was really windy.
So
really windy.
Yep.
Okay. Finally, for me, because I like that UTB 18, hella lots. You know, I'm cool now. I got the trucker hat, so I can cool. I went with the Holmes Hobbies Revolver V2 380.
Nice.
And their Crawlmaster Mini ESC.
Perfect.
V2. So this one shouldn't burst into flames.
Right.
So far as I know. And I got their wiring kit to go with it. So we're all hooked up.
Just wired one of those up this weekend. That's what I ran in the comp truck at the comp last weekend.
Yeah, and that truck didn't break at all in any way.
What a struggle. What a struggle. The truck still, It was performing so good. I just kept having freaking issues that were just like out of the freaking blue. The breaking a link is Josh showed the comp truck. It's not here. I left it at the office. I broke the link.
He doesn't bring garbage home with him.
That truck is fantastic. And it's a beast of a truck to drive, except when it has random issues. Broke the link. That was fun. Finished the course, though, but it cost me some points because I had to hit some stuff. Then I had the servo lock up, and that cost me on 2 courses because I should have replaced it after the first one. But there was that. And then I took the Reefs 888 with me and installed it in there. But I had 2 male JST plugs then at that point. They were wrong. So I depinned the JST from the servo side, and I just took another small comp battery, and I was just going to shove the pins in the XT30 connector, but they were too big. So I had an XT30 to an XT60, plugged those in, then jammed the pins in the XT60 and just electrical taped it, and then taped that whole battery in the front of the car. And it got me through a course, though. And I did the course pretty clean. So,
well, that's a pretty cool story. Neat.
Dick.
You should have started that by saying this isn't going to be an interesting story, unless you were there or somehow care much about me.
Listen, comp. Sometimes you just got to do it. And I didn't come in last out of the group of us that all competed, so I didn't have to work in the warehouse this week.
Who did come in last?
Fam. Oh, which hurts.
Oh, he was really looking real smug when you were failing through most of those courses.
Well, and that was because he went before I did, and when I was
so he was doing his best.
He hit a gate, and I went, Michael Pham hit a gate.
That's great. That's good. Matt, you'll need to get some parts to build a programmer for that Holmes ESC. Send me a PM if you need some help. All right. Thank you. I may do that. Hashtag Josh is hardcore. Hashtag Josh is very badass. Great. Now I'm shadow banned again. Hey, can I show you real quick my Optima Mid and how I'm going to totally annoy every purist out there?
Yes. I love this.
It doesn't look
half bad. So good. It looks
a lot better than I thought it was going to.
I missed your live build on Sunday, unfortunately.
I know.
But that was that does look very good.
Yeah, thanks.
And the annoyance
I painted outside today. Yeah, exactly. Anything to annoy.
And did I see that you had snow today?
Oh yes. Yeah, we got like 2.5 inches.
Oof.
Which was a lot more than I wanted. I wanted 0 inches because K-Pop and I on Saturday or Sunday are supposed to go out and drive our Bajas, and it's looking like it's going to be a different kind of video this time.
That'll be fun and slushy.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun cleanup for you afterwards.
That'll be really nice. That'll be neat. For him, no problem. All the heat will just melt all that snow.
Oh,
and he told me that the way he put it is his car is tinnitus inducing because that pipe that he put on it is so freaking loud. It sounds like a motorcycle.
You're gonna have to bring some ear protection.
Yeah, I'm going to. I might bring these actually and just leave them on noise canceling.
Scale Crawler Fab Shop Ben asked, "Are there new builds coming for Scale Nationals this year?"
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Yes,
We've come up with a pretty cool idea.
We have. It now just requires executing. And yes, the wheels can be dyed. They will be dyed Kentucky Sky. I've already got it on order.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Now, are you going to not get them even to stay with the trend?
Absolutely. The front ones will be light blue. The rear ones will be darker.
That's all the part that fit in the pan. Like,
now the question is, one final question on this one. The alternate sticker sheet, which is the one I use to get these blue stickers, it has this big yellow wing sticker. Should I just cut the yellow parts out and use just the blue on the black? Or should I do the yellow?
Yeah, I would cut. I think I would. You don't have any other yellow on there.
Just the gold of the shocks. That's it.
Yeah, and that would clash.
Although, do I do the wheels yellow?
It's still not going to be the same yellow.
Yeah, we'll cut it off.
Yeah.
But it's looking very good. I'm very pleased. Thank you again to Kyosho for sending that my way.
Yep. Agreed.
Got the yellow out.
I'd like to talk a little bit about the Scale National stuff, but also...
Yeah, let's get back on that real quick.
Working on another cage file for download.
Almost saw that on your stories.
Almost have the cliffhanger one done. So hopefully I'll get that finished up, maybe even tonight, and get that uploaded. I got some more done since this last one.
Nice.
Need to do one more print and get that up. And then I've got a couple of other... I'm trying to use that scanner a little bit more.
Yeah.
Get more and more familiar with it, because I feel like it's a really handy tool if I can just get a good workflow. But
yeah. Please explain your sweatshirt. It's a company called Wood, and they like to incorporate a W into words. I know it says Army upside down, but it's not. That's it. It's just a thing. Logos being cool and stuff.
Yeah. Matt's so trendy.
I've had this sweatshirt for like 8 years, so yeah, I'm probably not trendy. I wore it
at Scale Nationals this year.
You did. I had to wash it because it stunk.
Whatever.
The stank of theedy.
Of success.
I don't know if I'd call it that.
I mean, I don't know what you called your day with, I think that
beating little girls.
Little girl.
No, she beat me. That's right. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm. All right, let's do.
What does smug smell like? Yeah, Scale Nationals. All right.
And then we'll get into our Black Friday lists. Friday lists, not Black Fridays.
Go.
So our goal for this one, we're thinking, is that Matt, myself, and the man who goes by many names, Jeff.
Oh my gosh. Jeff. Mod Race, Mod 19, and Rex Racer as well.
Yeah. Every time with Matt says the same thing. My friend Jeff, Mod 19, also Rex Racer.
Also known as Rex Racer.
I find myself doing the same thing. We are all going to agree on one body for our class 1.
Yeah.
And we're going to kind of split the effort of design work on the body side and the chassis. And then we're going to all have to execute the body ourselves in our own ways. But it's going to be from the same design. So whether it's 3D printing or carbon, however we decide to do it, it'll be one truck but different, and then
3 trucks.
Yeah,
3 guys.
Yeah, it's a terrible title. Let's go. Let's workshop this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to unpack that one later. Yeah. Yes. But the idea here, I don't know what part I'm doing, but it's probably just critiquing others' work. That's
yeah. Matt's like, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Don't do that.
Like that
yeah. 3 guys, 1 truck. That's better, DK. Yeah, that's better.
That's I'm getting that one a lot over here a lot, and I just.
Shadow band.
Yeah. 3 guys, 1 challenge. No.
3 guys, 1 truck, I think that's the winner. That unless somebody can come up with something better. But yeah, the idea is for all of us to run essentially the same basic setup, chassis, body, but then electronics and all that's open for interpretation.
Yeah. Execution beyond that will be what will really differentiate them, but it should be a lot of fun. So that's going to be the base for class 1. Class 2 and 3, basically open. Up to us.
I think I'm going to pass on class 3 this year. I don't think I have.
No, you're not.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You're doing all 3.
Yes. Will there be measuring in the woods? Probably.
So, no, you're doing all 3 classes again.
All right, fine.
We were going to have one of the Sorka members on here to discuss the rules, and it was possibly going to be this week. And I got a hold of them again, and they're just like, yeah, actually, we're going to put out a revision to the rules. Possibly today or whatever. Maybe it came out I didn't see. And then you're gonna let that get out there, talk a little bit more, and then we'll have a rep on and we'll do some more discussing. So
okay,
we will have a Sorka person on here before too long.
The rectangle to a trapezoid. It'll be like a sphere.
I tell you what, I'm already really, really regretting the name. Like,
I know
there's a lot of.
There's a few that are a little on the nose.
Menage truck.
That's good. That's good.
Troy Givler.
What was that again? Say it again.
Menage truck.
I'm writing that one down.
That's really good.
The great thing about this is that there's only going to be 2 people making the videos because I don't think Jeff has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, he's just like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, you 2 idiots can handle that part.
We'll just get photos from him every once in a while. That'll be the good part of it, just the final reveal of his at the end to be like,
that's much better than what we did. So, but that's what we're doing for class 1. Class 2 and 3 are open to our own interpretation. I will be running in class 2 at least that element Artful Dodgers. Oops, sorry. With the carbon fiber bug body. Probably trimmed though. I'm going to do some trimming on that.
You're not going to run that.
Why not? Too big?
That body's enormous.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're not running that.
What if I trim it a lot?
No.
You think this is too big?
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's too much coverage, you think?
Yes, you're not. It's a hard no.
Why did I buy this then?
For something else fun, who knows? But that's
okay. Not this project. All right, fine.
Not
that. Fine.
Well, not allowed.
All right. I do have some good ideas, though. You know how we were talking about that Wrangler body last week that you bought without me?
Oh, yeah.
Don't bother getting it out. I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
So does everybody here. I think I'm going to do that CJ conversion from rc-crawler.it.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to take all of his resin parts and I'm going to cast them, make molds, and make them out of carbon fiber.
Ah, I like it.
That's what I think I'm going to do. I don't know what for. Maybe class 2. It's a tiny body.
It is a tiny body. So, yeah, I think that you should definitely look at doing that.
3 guys, 1 truck, and a bedroll for 2. It's good, DK.
Weird.
3 guys, shadow band. It's also quite good. Yeah. All right. Okay. Black Friday.
lists.
Yeah. Now, these are not necessarily deals in any way, but there are things that...
Some of them are.
Well, not for me. I didn't have time. This was a very rushed list. This was done in the 2 minutes before we started this stream.
Mine is well thought out. So this is how we did this last year. Matt and I both came up with 2 lists. One is over $100 and one is $100 or less. Mm-hmm. So we pick 5 items to go on the list, and we can steal them. So if I pick one that Matt hasn't said yet, he can't say that. That way you get 10 unique items in each category.
Yes. That is correct.
So do we start at the over 100 or under 100?
Let's do the under 100 list first.
Okay.
And I'll start.
Okay.
Proline crawlers. I'll get 2 sets of those. That's $65.98.
Okay. I have 2 of the Vanquish Falcon Wild Peaks.
Those are okay, but I like crawlers better.
I really like these Wild Peaks. They're good. I'm guessing that is the closest that our choices are going to be for the rest of these lists.
Correct. Everything else is going to be completely out of the water.
Yeah, they're going to be. I think we're going to diverge. The rest of mine. The reason I say this is like the rest of mine are like packages.
Oh, I did a couple bundles too.
Oh, okay, good deal. And I did put a link in the description to my website, which is where I'll have this list. So I didn't want to put the items in there. I don't want you guys to see what I was choosing. But
tell you what, I'll get Josh links for my list as well, and he'll put them up on the same website. But my links are better.
His will be small text at the bottom.
And possibly broken.
Yeah.
Broken links,
and replaced with my own links. Yes.
If you haven't guessed already.
Well. Next, go to your next one here.
My next one, ProTech RC True Wash.
Oh, oof.
Oh, did you have a ProTech? Yeah, True Wash is their. I think that's their Moo Clean competitor. It's like a simple green product. Where'd you go? You disappeared. You're just smaller. Your internet's terrible.
Fine over here.
Fine over here. You say that every time, but you know what? There is a whole nation between us. So, every once in a while.
One nation.
And take you to Amen. Yeah, ProTech True Wash. It's like a cleanser, good for cleaning your RCs after getting them muddy. Got huge again.
This is the part that I don't understand. That makes sense why I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, because you put everything away wet. Yeah, you heard me.
I got nothing. But what I do have is a ProTech tool package, and not one of their package deals. I have 3 suggestions for you. Ones that you may not have. This is something I think you could give as, like, you could tell somebody, hey, these are some things that I would be interested in getting for the holidays. Try and make it easier on your loved ones.
Right.
And in this particular tool package, it is the ProTech car stand, which mine is, oh, dang it, I put it over there when I cleaned. It's their little ProTech car stand that swivels. It's cheap, like $25. Also, a pair of shock pliers, because I know a lot of people don't have shock pliers. And they make your life so much easier, you should. And lastly is the quarter drive tool tips from ProTech. It's the 1.5, 2, and a 2.5. Super standard, and they'll work with power tools. Highly recommend them. If you don't already have them, get something like it. But yes, the shock pliers, like Matt just showed there, the exact same ones that I put on the list. You need shock pliers. They're so freaking handy.
You need them. You also apparently need E-clip applicators, which I don't have on this list, but I'm adding right now.
You know what? I don't have them either.
E-clip pliers, I believe they're called.
Yeah, they're like little tools. I don't know if they're actual pliers. So,
hang on.
Tony Givler again, thank you, sir. I want to build a Class 2 crawler this winter, Phoenix-based, twin transmission, or just the VFD using rock power chassis. If you're going for a Class 2, just use the regular VFD, because the other stuff would make it, you wouldn't be able to use it in Class 2. So just use the standard one, and that's the way to go. Throw the 21% in the standard, and that's what's in like my comp trucks.
Dynamite Ultimate E-Clip Tool.
Dynamite.
It's dynamite. It doesn't show you how to use it, though. From what I'm looking at,
I can see you using it wrong.
Oh, 100%. I'm looking at this right now. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, I get it. I see. Okay. You stick the E-clip in the end of the tool. It's shaped like the E-clip. And then you stick it in there. And then you plop it on the thing you're putting it on.
I hope that you make that sound every time you use it too.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
You sound like Coneheads. So,
Conehead.
My Pro Tech tool package suggestion.
And to go along with those tools, you might want to have a place on which to work with those tools. So I'm suggesting the Vanquish pit mat and tray in which to put all of your bits. You put your bits right in it.
That's currently on our Black Friday deal. Do you know that?
Is it really? This thing is a game changer. I haven't lost something since I put it in there.
So I have a habit of filling one up and then like, ooh, I can't empty. So I have multiples, obviously, because that's a little bit easier for me. But you can get the work mat and the tray for $29 right now.
That is a steal, because separately, the Vanquish mat on A-Main is $29.99.
Yeah, it's basically get the rubber parts tray for free right now. Now, I don't use our work mat in here because I like the warmth that the wood top gives. Helps.
I don't use it very often either because I'm constantly like drilling into my workbench or sawing through my workbench or hammering into my workbench or driving a car so fast that I've ruined my workbench on there.
You need one of the A Mazda construction remnant pieces.
Funny you mentioned
this is a piece of someone's gonna have to tell. Oh, see, that looks like pine.
It's flooring. Yeah, but it works just fine. That's mahogany.
Ipe? I think that's how it's pronounced. Someone it's almost like concrete. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. You should have a contractor who builds really nice things and has remnants of awesome wood.
I used this to put on my castle connectors for the 8S XLX2 because this is what they recommend doing. Drilling a big hole in a piece of wood to solder your connections on, because you need to have something bigger than standard, like Mr. Jig. Nah, bro. That's not going to fly. Too small. And then they also said, have a small piece of wooden dowel to stick the connectors into the actual plastic housing. So we had it all this weekend or last week.
Josh, what you need is a log by Blammo. Man,
yep.
Ren and Stimpy jokes are going to start going unappreciated before.
No one's going to know what that means. Can't believe we got guys showing their wood. Yeah, it's true. Come here for the best show ever. Yeah, Stabby Josh put log in here as well. Is that a work mat or a flag? Scott Norton. I did not have the shock gaskets from the Kyosho kit in that thing. They were in a separate plastic bag, and they're so clear that I couldn't see it, but I found them. Got the shocks built.
It's heavy. It's round. It's wood.
It's fun for a girl or a boy.
Yeah. Oh, there's Tony. Tony pronounced Ipe, which I said right. I was correct. Yes. Yeah. Brazilian hardwood, similar to mahogany. You know what? It doesn't smell like rich mahogany, but it might just be me in here. It's a pretty small room and it gets a little warm.
All right. How many more things do you have on your list?
I've got my next one is a body package. And
we're still under $100 here?
Yep, under $100. Comp Wagon body, which is a cool body, and the ProTech body reamer.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, yes. Both of those under $100. And a lot of people don't have a body reamer. Or if you do, it's damaged and old and dull. Get yourself a new one.
Go to hell.
What was on your
PL Comp Wagon was on my list, but I still have another one. The Holmes Revolver V3 2040 kV is $74.94.
Okay.
Great motor.
Yep.
Great motor. Especially when you pair it with an ESC, which I did not put on the list.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3. This is my fourth one. Next one is...
How's that possible?
I did the Vanquish Falcons, the ProTech tool package, the body package, and now this is my fourth one, soldering package, which I found a cool ultra deluxe special edition like helping hands thing, which is it's like a really cool looking one. Couldn't find my Omni Fixo, but that's okay. The deluxe there. The best solder ever, which is the Kester 6337, which was suggested by people in the chat a while back, and I'll never ever go back to anything different. So I linked some of that. A heat shrink assortment with like 1,000 pieces of different size heat shrink, and some XT60 connectors, all for the low price of less than $100.
Okay, so I guess my fifth one then is Dynamite E-Clip pliers. And we got a couple interesting comments here. Wait, Josh recommends replacing dull tools? That doesn't sound like him at all. Yeah. It sounds like he's talking about an X-Acto knife with that reamer needing to be fresh and not dull. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The last little one that I had, because I had some Crawler Innovations stuff. The Cell Block Combo one, which is one of my favorites. You can get the, there's a couple of different versions, but I linked the combo one, which is this one, which if you have Vanquish tools is the perfect length that they go in there, and the tip still doesn't come out the bottom. It's like right there. So it's the perfect length for these.
So fits in there perfect.
Doesn't hit the bottom.
I made my own tool holders, but
some little Novas of whatever size you need, and the Harley Designs printed cage for popular body options available on Harley Designs. It's only $2.99.
Justin, all the prices I'm quoting are in US dollars, always and forever. The Canadian market for us is too small to mention. James Rice. Is that James Story Rice by chance? Log, it's big, it's better, it's wood. It's better than bad. It's good.
You can also use Harley 10 on Crawler Innovations and get it even a little cheaper. Not included in the price.
Brought to you by.
Back, just to save yourself some money.
All right. Now, yes, everyone needs a TGH rod end tool. That's a good one.
That is a
it's
good
not
one.
on the list, but this thing is a game changer. And when you combine it with the Zerba tool, you're building links like a goddamn genius.
Exactly.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
Another handy tip that Matt learned from me.
Is this where I learned this one from?
Yeah, sure is. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Didn't realize that. All right, now let's talk about over $100. This is for all of you ballers.
I'm going first this time.
Oh, shoot. This is going to ruin my list.
It is, absolutely. The first one I'm going to do to try and steal it from out from under Matt is going to be the straight axle builders bundle.
That's not on my list.
Oh, that's good because it's a deal. Vanquish Products straight axle builders bundle. One I would tell you to get. Very limited time. There is going to be more available, so you can keep checking. That's the one.
Alternatively, if you do like the Phoenix body, I suggest the Vanquish Straight Axle Phoenix Kit, which at $389 plus you get some upgrades right now if you're not slow.
If right now, you get the machine transfer case gears. That's just for the holiday,
which is a great deal.
It is. It's a good savings. It is sold out right now, but like I said, they'll keep coming back. You have to keep checking. So I like where you're thinking there. Next one, Hobbywing Fusion 2300.
Yeah. Yep. That's the new one, right?
That's the Pro.
Yeah.
So no, this is the standard, the 2300. The Pro, I think, is the faster one, 2700.
But the Pro is the shorter can.
It is a little bit short. Yeah, the 2300, it will fit in a VFD if you take the rear end cap off, but the Pro does. So,
this one might sound a bit odd, not really something I would normally recommend, but the Kyosho Optima Mid kit.
You know what? That does surprise me. Wouldn't have put that one with you there.
It's like, I don't know. It just kind of struck me as a pretty interesting idea.
The Pro is the 2300. Thank you. I was incorrect.
Twice you've been wrong.
How? If I was you, I would have went with clear windows, but
they are clear. I just haven't taken the tape off yet.
I know. I'm kidding.
Oh, got it. All the stickers are not on there yet. They'll look better. Go ahead. It's your turn now.
That's okay. The next one. So you haven't stolen any of mine yet. So I'm gonna go.
You haven't stolen any.
I'm gonna go for one of the ones that is a lot more money, but highly recommend.
Is it something that you have?
Prusa i3 Mark III Plus.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is a good one. If you know somebody who's like ready to ball out on you a little bit, like ask for that.
Like if you've been the best husband ever, or boyfriend,
or both,
or girlfriend,
maybe have them. Maybe have them split it. Maybe it'll go halvesies.
Yeah, if your mistress and your wife are looking to get together and buy you something for Christmas, Josh and I both highly recommend the Prusa i3 Mark III Plus.
Yeah, it comes highly recommended.
Yeah.
So
you'll be so thankful you asked them both.
Yeah.
Okay. Next on my list, this is actually a bit out there because I don't actually have anything that I could use this on. But I was watching Tom Lee RC today, and you may have seen that he got his infraction to 105 miles per hour, which is a new personal record for him, which is pretty great. Good for him. But he was running the infraction NASCAR truck body.
Oh, I like that.
And I saw that body and I was like, ooh, want that, but I also don't have an infraction, and it doesn't fit on the felony. It's not designed to do that.
I do have an infraction, and so many of the cool new bodies are for the felony. I'm like,
shoot! I just realized I bought that new Viper body. I totally forgot. It's almost here.
Biddy.
The Biddy Designs Viper body. So I don't need another body that I can't use on that car.
That Viper is going to be so cool, though.
I'm going to wait until the spring to paint that one because I don't want to muck it up. All right, so NASCAR body. I'm going to keep that on the list because that one's pretty sick. I think it's like $108 right now, too.
This one just barely didn't go on my other list, and it would have before, but it's been updated in pricing just a little bit to $130. $3 or 105 at most. And that is the Dewalt gyro 2-battery combo.
2-battery combo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using these crappy Amazon batteries on mine.
Oh, really? I've got I bought the 2-battery combo, and it's
we didn't have the 2-battery combo option on Amazon at the time. I have 1 battery like a friggin' idiot.
It's the one with the clutch. It's the one that you need.
Clutch is clutch.
Yeah. Now, I should also say the link that is in the description, or that goes live at 8 o'clock. I had scheduled it so that it wouldn't show up until this was going. So it will be, the link in the description will be live with all of this stuff at 8 o'clock. So
nice.
Just trying not to give Matt all my secrets. He stole all my good ideas.
I stole nothing. It is James Story Rice. Hi, James. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. It's been about 8 minutes, if a minute is a year.
Yeah. Axial Fest in
2018, maybe
18.
6 years. 6 years. No, what's the math on that? Help me. 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. Maybe even I don't even know if it was at 2018. Maybe 2017. Hard to say. Anyway, good to see you.
What time zone? My time zone. The time zone that matters.
Only
in
time
my
zone that matters.
Schedule.
All right, next for me, over $100. Say your mistress and your wife didn't communicate with each other, and your wife already bought you the Prusa, and your mistress has like $1,000 to blow. I highly recommend the Traxxas XRT. That thing is a frigging riot. It is so awesome. I love that thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get one of those. It's awesome.
Oh, it's already live for people. Oh, well, then I guess you saw it all. And you see all the other ones that I had in there that I didn't.
Matt's link went live yesterday at 8 o'clock. Thanks, Wes. Oh, it's true. It's true. You ruin one release, and it's all everybody ever remembers. Hey, Logan, the ding dong. We don't like the Milwaukee M18 brushless screw gun for $99. You need the DeWalt Gyro 8-volt.
I am Milwaukee to the core. I buy all the stupid M18 and M12 tools that I see. I'm just like, I gotta have that. I buy them all. But for this stuff, that DeWalt is superior. And
in every way.
If I would like to just spray paint this red so I wouldn't feel so bad about myself for using a DeWalt. But I've used the DeWalt or the Milwaukee, and this is better. As much as I like my M12 and all that stuff, I like this better. It just is. So trust me, I'm a brand loyalist, and I feel bad every time I use it, but it's the best one.
Not that bad. Story was at 2019. We last saw each other at K&K in 17 or 18. It would have been 18. I think we did them all that year, and then Rebecca got really mad at me. I went to every event I could. I think I went to like 6 events that year. At the end, I took Rebecca to Las Vegas, and we had a big fight. She got mad.
We've been to all of them.
You went to too many RC things. Don't do that again. I was like, I love you. Okay, so we did XRT. Is that it?
I think I have one more.
I've got one more as well.
Okay, go for it.
No, you need to go. I just went.
Oh, that's right. So I had some extras on there. I'm gonna since I went a little bit, I went high with the Prusa. I'll go to one of my lower priced ones again. The Reefs 888. If you want like a nice gift that you're gonna like, I love that servo. 4S direct power.
Yep.
I mean, I really like that servo. I use a lot of different
power.
ones, and I like that one. So
a lot of power.
I had some other items on there, and evidently they're all on the list still. So I'll leave them up.
I've got two. I was honorable mention to the Axial SCX6 Honcho, which is a vastly superior Honcho in SCX6 in every way over the JLU. So yeah, that would be a good one. But the one I'm going to put on the list is the TRX4M. $150 is a steal. These are fantastic. It's probably my new favorite mini crawler.
Yeah, I totally agree as well.
Yeah.
Milwaukee M4 screwdriver, too big. The size is not right. I've seen that one too. I think maybe Ben had that one. It's not as good. I've had I used to love the little Ryobi one. It was like a 8-volt. It was great. I've had so many of these things, and none of them are as good. It's just the best. So
Logan's got some of his he's got some bots working for him tonight, I think. How about the West Desert Wheeler Capra 3-link servo mount kit?
Where are these lists at? They're linked in the description of my video, and then I'll add Matt's when he sends it to me. So I put it down there. It's organized and ready to go. The only thing I don't think I did is activate all these, but either way. So yeah, I think that it will be a fun little list of things. Hand it to your loved ones and say, just all of these things I deserve.
Two experts on the internet think you should buy these things for me. And if you don't, I'll give this list to my mistress.
I mean, if not for nothing else, at least the holiday season seems like a good move.
Totally. What's the Dewalt one called again? It's the 8-volt gyro clutch. Max.
But you have to get the one with the clutch.
It has to have a gyro and it has to have a clutch. Otherwise, it's not the right one. And for delicate jobs or narrow spaces, it goes right in there.
Yes.
Don Berlin wanted to know where the best place for the receiver is on the Phoenix.
Mine goes right on the passenger side fender well, on the little flat area of the inner fenders is where I put mine.
Altogether too many things in this room, and that's something we're going to talk about next because I have a plan. Where's mine? Mine is, did you put yours on the fender?
Yep, on the inner fender. Yeah, exactly where you did.
Yeah,
exactly.
Best spot for it. Best spot for it. Out of the way. And I think mine are water adjacent resistant.
So, yep. That's
a good spot for it, though. Out of the way. Probably intended by the designers.
Technically, that is not what that is for.
Oh. What's that for? The wheel wells?
That's so that it clears if you use the regular battery tray. It goes the other way. So. I
really got to glue that guy's arm back on. If you're going to do that. Fell off in the driving video, I think, and I'm just it's clacking around in there. Okay,
so more than the Smart 1100, yes, because I like the direct power versus having to run it through a receiver and all of that, plus voltage restrictions or amperage restrictions, more specifically through servo type connectors. I think that the 888 is going to have the more reliable high power. So there you go.
Potato.
Yeah. Potato, tomato.
Okay. So the thing I want to talk about tonight is space and my lack of it. You and I both work out of tiny rooms. Mine is much smaller than yours. I think I've got 8 feet by 10 feet. That's it. You have a car hole though that you also
I do
stuff
I do have
in.
a garage. Yeah, this room is 10 by 13, 10 wide, 13 long. So this is a smaller than a spare bedroom.
Yeah, mine is like you could put a single bed in here, and it would be a prison cell. It's small. It's small, and I'm not complaining. It's it's served its purpose for sure over the last how long I've been doing this. I don't even know how long anymore. 10 years in this room, maybe. Well, however long I've been in this house. But I wasn't filming the whole time, so probably let's say 11 or 12 years. But
we have to orient these in a way that makes it good for filming, which doesn't necessarily make it great for working.
Mine is better for working and less great for filming because my camera B, like I have to have a second camera. You can just stand there and just show stuff right in front of you and be like, bloop, 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 bloop. I can't do that. I don't have enough space depth-wise to do that. Either on my desk or where the camera sits or any of those things. So I talked to Rebecca tonight, and my plan for the spring is to construct an outbuilding in my backyard that's going to become twofold. Probably the new workshop, where I will be doing all of my fabricating and building and everything, and then also become the new studio as well. We're going to do like a paint booth that is like a separate space, but still part of the main space. We're going to have it heated. We're going to have air conditioning in there, power, everything, the works.
Excellent.
Because I literally cannot function in here anymore. And I mean, this room will still probably end up being a workshop of sorts, but it's going to become less the main space and more of like like an overflow sort of room. Because I'm getting to a point where I'm like, the channel is reasonably popular and it's good and there's a lot of stuff and I have a lot of product and a lot of tires and a lot of things that are just kind of taking up space, that it's getting to a point where I don't feel like I'm being productive enough. Because it's just like there's so much crap in here. And obviously I could clean up and get rid of some things, but it's just not.
There's a certain level of things that you need to at least have access to in some sort of timer. I do have a garage, which is in all at least 75% dedicated to this stuff. And it's going to become more dedicated to this stuff in the next like 3 or 4 days.
Good.
Because of a few of other things that are going on. So
there's a lot of comments flying in here, going full Hemi-Storm on this one. Yes, not that's big, but that sort of space where the upper area will be storage and like room for bins and like I'm gonna YouTube influencer the shit out of this building. Because I've been watching a ton of videos on like how guys are fitting like everything into a van. And it's like the use of space and maximizing what little space you have is so important that because I don't have a lot to work with, I'm going to have maybe 200 square feet, which isn't a ton.
It's a decent amount for doing some things. I agree.
Yeah.
And if you get it built in right and all that, it will be excellent. I'll be so happy that you're able to do it because I know the struggle you have. We talk about that all the time.
All the time.
And I have the ability to have the garage for that overflow, and then I also have
a shop
where I have pallets of stuff that I've just been like. I just like it just goes on a pallet. I'm like just put it on the rack, and then I'm like I get more stuff and I put it on a pallet and like where are you gonna put it? I'm like just put it on the rack, like next to the other one. Like shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I need to get those down and then figure out what's on them and then get rid of that because I literally haven't touched some of that stuff in like 3 years or more. And
I would say if you want to buy some of my stuff, it's probably going to come up for sale like January, February because I want to like be in a position where I can start building the shed or workshop or whatever you want to call it, and start moving in, but not bringing all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Just bringing the necessities and starting over, I guess.
If you would like some help space planning, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. I thought I might actually ask you for some help in the design of the space.
Yeah, I'm pretty specific on a lot. I do a lot of CAD layout for all of my space, and like as much as this room is like, oh, it's a disaster. Like it's a very calculated.
Yeah, it's a usable, calculated disaster. Exactly.
It works out pretty well.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it. There was another option on the table, and that was like doing a complete renovation, like taking what is this workshop right now, and what is above it is our sunroom slash workout area slash laundry. It's all like one big kind of glassed in room, but it wasn't built well. It's built okay, but it could be done so much better. So we were going to knock down all of that space above. What's to the right of me here is basically a crawl space underneath that room, like just this wall forward.
Yeah.
We were going to knock out this wall, properly run the weeping tile around, do a whole new basement that becomes my new workshop, rebuild the top floor, and then add a second floor. And I was like, well, that's $150,000 reno.
Yeah.
Easily.
With possible structural needs and
it's like not something I would be doing. It would be a full-on construction and digging and like backhoes and all kinds of shit. And I was just like, is that value we'll be able to extract out when we sell the house in 10 years, or is a functional working backyard office a much better investment?
So, an ADU. That's what they call them here in California. Additional dwelling unit, or like.
Yes. Yeah. We call them the laneway homes. Like if you have an alleyway, you can build a house in the back of your yard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
More like a $250,000 reno in today's market. Yeah, you're probably right, Greg. You're probably right.
Someone's asking about clear versus not. Clear means clear anodized. It's like aluminum look color. That's what that means when you see clear. It's a clear anodizing over aluminum. So anyway, that's what that thing means. No, that will be amazing. I hope that you get going on that. And like I said, if you want some, space plan stuff, I'd be super happy to help. Now, are you going to get the neon sign that goes behind you that says like Matthew, or are you going to go scale built? Like, are you going to have the like leafed wall?
Well, I've got to make sure that it's deep enough now for filming that everything in the background is like soft super focus. Bokeh, soft focus. Yeah. Get the string lights, the Edison bulbs everywhere. Yeah, tons of those.
Shiplap and Edison bulbs and greenery.
Well, I've already got the shiplap. That's done. That's over. We're going clean on the next one. But we got to get hopefully like a fender or a hood.
Live, laugh, leak in honor of the valve.
Speaking of, thank you for reminding me. It's time to turn that valve off. Righty-tighty. It's that time of year. I almost forgot. Shit. Already got snow. All right. I still need to put the valve on the wall.
With like it needs to be bigger. Just like
massive. It's true. Like four or five comments here. Like, you gotta have that valve, man. You can't have the valve.
Like, what's that go to? Like,
oh man, that's great.
No, that will be seriously awesome though.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap you. I'm gonna tap Hemi in making up the plans for this place, because there's a lot of like prefab like buildings you can buy that are already really close, but you're spending so much more on something that, like, there's a local company here that'll like, we'll do you a back office kind of dwelling if you want, $30,000. I was like, That sounds expensive.
I mean, the prefab stuff, there should be an option for a shell that will work for you, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. We'll see.
Then from there, I mean, it's really just getting the space planned out, but I don't know, if you're trying to match architecture styles or anything.
Well, there's this one company, Den. Have you heard of them?
No.
I'll send you the link.
Is it like shipping container style?
No, it's a lot classier.
Classier than shipping container style? I mean, personally,
I do love a good shipping container. Like, they do look really awesome. But this company does some, like, their designs are outrageous.
Excellent.
Den Outdoors. It's just like, holy, I want that. Mostly, like, they're really cool, like, A-frames and stuff. But here's one of their designs.
That looks like what we used to use for ice fishing.
How about this? Look at that.
Okay, that's more along the lines of what I was assuming.
Yeah, very Scandinavian, very modern. I would be all over something like that, man.
Yeah,
but it would look hilariously ridiculous in my backyard. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that'll be cool. I look forward to seeing some more of that. I'm kind of in that same. Someone had asked why don't I use the garage for filming and all that. It's because like I have sound deadening on like the walls you can't see in front of me. Like I have sound padding, or sound panels. I guess they're called. They're hung properly, and I've got everything's
they're hung properly. All right,
like not well, but properly. And the garage, it's a garage, so it's not. I have a non-insulated door, and I've got a freaking water heater in there and things like that. It would just be and it's not. What do you call it?
Nice.
Doesn't have air conditioning, so no heat, no AC, no HVAC. That's the word. So I think this room. If I have this room set up more for what I should be doing in here, and then that space is more set up for the fabrication and the storage that I will need in there, then that will satisfy that. I need to get rid of a lot of things, so I really do. So last weekend was the start of it. I got rid of a lot of stuff.
You did a really good job getting rid of most of that stuff.
I got
somebody was like, you got rid of the boat. And I was like, no, you can't get rid of the boat. We got to do things with those boats.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I just put it away.
Somebody was asking what tips to use with the Dewalt, and the Traxxas tips are the best.
They are my favorite from their like pro kit, because it's got standard and ball tips of each size.
Ball tips, baby.
That's the size to get, or the one to get.
Yeah.
You can also 100%. I linked the ProTech ones in my list if you want just like super basic but gets the job done, works well. I have those.
Traxxas are bulletproof.
So, start printing bricks now. The summer months come.
It's all. I thought it was going to work. I will say this. You will be surprised AF at how much that shed will cost once you start the heat, power, water, AC. Well, there won't be water. We're not going to get water out there, probably.
You might as well.
I don't need to poop back there.
Yeah.
I'll poop in the house.
If I had that out there, I would never come back inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicole would be like,
you
cannot have a bathroom out there. You'll never leave.
That was the other thing. I talked to Tom Lee today because I was like, how far away is your RC building? Because he has he rented a space.
Commercial space.
How far away is your space from your home? And he's like, 6 minutes. I was like, that's not bad. I could not do that here because of where I live.
It would cost you.
I would have to get a space. I would have to get a rental space like an hour and a half from here, and it would still cost me like $2,000 a month. So that's stupid. I'm not going to do that. Plus, I want to be close enough. I don't need to be. This is the thing. Rebecca and I don't need to be in the same room as each other. We don't even need to be on the same floor. But as long as we're within the same area, geographically, that's fine.
That's pretty similar with Nicole and I.
Yeah.
Because I looked at getting a commercial space here. I had a friend of mine who he's our neighbor at the shop, and he runs his business out of like a single 2,000 square foot bay.
Yeah.
And he's just like, my problem is I don't really have enough room for all the things that I want to have in here. He's like, I've got stuff for work stuff, but I need a space for like the other. And I was like, I could use, if I had 1,000 square feet of industrial type space, like I could set up exactly what I would like to have. Storage and workshop and studio and everything. But then I'm just like, I'd never seen Nicole.
Yeah. And that's not fair. That's not why I'm doing this.
She already lets me push it. She already lets me push it. And like I spend so much time on this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
And it's just she's, you know, like I could edit in this room. Like I could bring my editing PC in here and film and then edit right here and maybe make things a little bit easier even with some stuff. But then it's like if I have my separate PC out there and she's right behind me. She's on the couch. I'm editing. Like at least I'll leave one headphone off and like we can have a conversation.
This is my most common look.
This is with one. I go. Oh, you go forward. That's weird. Go back.
No, if I go back, it falls off my head.
You go forward.
Yeah. Well,
that's so weird.
First of all, the cans on your headphones are stupidly large, for no reason.
This is so comfortable. It works. Is so weird. Who would
actually? You know what I should do is this. Way better.
It's amazing how similar we do things and how completely weird you can be about it.
Let's not talk about tying our shoelaces. Yeah, 6 minutes in Toronto traffic is 3 doors away. Absolutely right, Jay. That's 100%.
Yeah.
You can keep a baby monitor in your shed. I don't even know if I'm going to call it a shed. I think I'm going to call it a
studio.
Studio. Yeah, studio I think is going to sound good.
Yeah.
Studio.
Matt tying his shoes is weird.
Yeah.
Who's Matt that? Two straps it. Exactly. Yeah, but can't two strap it. I'd no strap it if I could. Great.
Everyone's two strapping it. What do we do? The nerds are cool. The jocks are not.
Such a good movie.
Private luxury office space. That sounds good. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn, but I think K-pop is looking to do something like that with the studio. Like,
I've heard him talking about it on his live a little bit as well.
Yeah.
You know, about trying to do some stuff. And I couldn't tell if he was talking about moving where he lives or if he was trying to do the Shed Builders Guild. Shed Builders Guild.
It's going to be a lot. And that'll be a fun video series if I actually get around to doing it. But projects like that, if I'm not actually doing the building, I don't think people would be that interested. We'll just do something.
Oh, I think you're very, very wrong.
Yeah? We'll see.
Yeah.
Should I fly Hemi out here and he can just build it for me?
Oh, yeah, that'd be...
He did that whole thing. His whole studio, he built himself.
Oh, I know. And it's freaking incredible.
He needs to do more content.
It's like the most incredible. I know, like the fact that he didn't document it even further, like hurt me because of how nice it was. I feel like if I was watching you do that, it would hurt me more watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'd be like
holding the hammer wrong or something. He's a carpenter, isn't he? Which is under.
What's wrong? I don't understand. What's the big deal? No, you two-hand it.
Two-hand. Oh, it'd be the worst episode of Trading Spaces ever. You can borrow my hammer if you need, though. Just...
Yeah.
Hammer.
What's that? I bet that hammer. Well, I bought it anyway.
But no, seriously, the whole process. I think you should.
I'll document it as best I can. Yeah.
Oh, get Colin Furs and get him to build you an underground studio. Oh, he's my.
I could just build it right out from here. He's really cool.
His tunnel to his bunker.
Did you see the bike that he did with the boots? The boot wheels.
His bunker and tunnel. Like that's my ultimate dream. It's exactly. Yep. It's like
today on This Old Shed. That's a good one, Moose Jaw. I'm gonna Bob Vila the shit out of this place.
Ah, man, I can't wait to see.
I hope it works out.
I'm sure that it will in some facet.
Yeah.
If you're committed to doing it, no matter what it is, even if it's just finding a prefab space that's close enough, it'll work, man. And it's just like if you can just take that step to having that placed, as long as you have power, you're going to be. That's all you need is power.
That's all you need, just the power part.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is going to happen. Well, I know it's going to happen because I need to get out of here. I just hope the Wi-Fi goes all the way out there. We might have to Cat 5 that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, run a wired connection. You'll be so happy you did. Like,
yeah.
Run a conduit out there so that you can get all of your connectivity needs handled. And you'll be
golden.
Yeah. So that'd be sweet as.
I appreciate your confidence. In me.
Yeah. I know that you can choose the right contractor to get that put in there. And beyond that, worst case scenario, you can IKEA prefab the crap out of it and still be in great shape.
That's true. Yeah. I think there's wood burning stove, not a bad idea. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I forget that you need a little bit more temperature regulation. I mean, I feel like the mini split is the way to go. You don't want everything smelling like a fire in there.
That's true. I don't want that. What's a mini split?
Is that not? Maybe those aren't. They're super common out here, but we don't have the temperature stuff.
Yeah. It's like a heat pump, but it also cools.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So. Oh, yeah. All right. Done.
And affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're super unintrusive inside as well.
Yeah. It's just a little on the wall.
Yep. But.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, we're going to have to put together a cool list and really trick it out.
So, that's why I was wondering if it's too cold for those things to work there.
I don't think so.
But, yeah. Mini splits are tough to get heat when Canada cold. That's what I wondered.
Okay.
I knew that they worked well for the cooling things down. I just didn't know about the heat. That's what But they're all over up here. And Ben just said he's got one in his garage. Make his garage 73 when it's 110 Phoenix hot.
That's toasty.
Yep. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, cool. We managed to kill 2 more hours.
Somehow. Every week.
Every week we do it.
Yep. I want to thank why is this thing freaking out? That's weird. Well, that's very, very odd. I don't know what's going on.
Slow down. Sorry. We're running in the Wild Peaks. We're running. I'm running stock foams because they're a good foam.
Stock foams work for a while. They'll break down over time. I've got a set with the Crawler Innovations. I think they're the 4.5 with a tuning disc. I think I've also got a set with 4.75 without the larger external ring to get them. And I've kind of played around in a bunch. I don't know what's in all of my sets. We've been running those things for quite a while, and I've had a lot of different things here and there, but it's usually some combination of crawler innovation in the end.
Those were 2.
Yeah. But the stock ones are a decent stock foam. So it'll give you but like anything, they break down. All right. Sounds good. Thanks to Gunnar Nissen, Mike Earls, and Tony Givler. And Tony Givler, not only for the donation, but the Menage truck.
Yeah, that's the name of the series, 100%. Thank you to Jay Walker, Cable Tie, Perry G, Long John Austin, and Perry G. You guys rock and or roll.
We were gonna have Tony CCX on, but I forgot we were doing.
The King
Black
was
Friday
too
list.
busy.
The King was, he was on tour.
He
so.
He's too busy reigning over the RC world.
For those of you who didn't see, Traxxas also reposted his photo on Instagram.
But didn't tag him.
Really?
Him. No. Which I was like, yes, perfect.
Senior Crawlenstein. It makes it muy rapido.
Muy.
All right. Well, good stuff. Thank you to all. Don't forget, Vanquish Products, tag Matt, myself, and Vanquish Products on Instagram for a chance to win some prizes at the end of the month.
Possibly a prize.
Win a prize.
Thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Live stream. No, what's that show I do? What's on the Bench weekly tomorrow, 8 a.m. So
nice.
Check that one out.
What week is it? 20? 19?
20.
It's 20. Jeez.
Can't believe that.
Yep. All right. We'll see you guys all next time.
Have a great evening. Love you. Bye.